The never-ending Trump witch hunt continues. Former President Donald Trump, leading Republican presidential candidate for 2024, has been indicted as part of Special Counsel Jack Smith's investigation into his handling of White House documents. This is exactly what Donald Trump meant by the deep state. Join me now, attorney for President Trump and MAGA Inc. senior advisor Alina Habba. Thank you for joining us, Alina. Let's jump into this very quickly. I was reading the indictment all afternoon, 37 or so counts, using the Espionage Act, 1917 Espionage Act, by the way, which has only been used twice prior in 106 years or so. These 31 counts of retention or so, okay, you got documents. The one that stands out to me is this conspiracy to obstruct justice. I know the guy. Why don't you tell us what you think this is all about and what the defense should be?
This is about the 2024 election. This is about selective prosecution. And the defense, obviously, I'm not going to speak to privileged conversations or strategy on behalf of the legal defense team, and I'm not going to be handling this case. Obviously, it's in Florida, but I can say that there is very, very glaring timing issues. There is very glaring politically motivated political motivations, frankly. If he wasn't leading in the polls, if he wasn't who he is, he wouldn't be treated like this. We know that. We've seen other people be completely just left away without having anything to deal with. Look at Hillary Clinton, whitewashes 30,000 emails. There's no problem there. You could bleach your computer, smash your phone. But if you're Donald Trump, you're going to get indicted. So I'm not really concerned. I did obviously read the indictment. It is very lengthy, but you know, it's a story. And at the end of the day, it's a one-sided story. That's all it is. Yeah.
And if you don't mind, I asked you prior to the segment, if you had spoken to him recently, you said you spent some time with him today. How's he feeling about this? I mean, when it comes down to it, folks, here's the deal. Joe Biden has documents. Barack Obama has documents. Hillary Clinton has documents. Mike Pence has documents. Trump's the one whose home gets raided late in the evening. Treated completely differently. Seems like a two-tiered justice system. Does he feel prosecuted or persecuted?
Both, unfairly, very unfairly. But he is not one of those people that feel sorry for himself. He's not victimizing himself by any means. He is living his life day after, in and out, the same, under this prosecution. Under this spotlight that nobody else has to deal with. And history will treat him very kindly. And I know that many people have come up to me and told me that, you know, they weren't sure who they were going to vote for in 2024. But now I got to tell you, there is nobody that could clean up this mess like Trump. And nobody would have the guts to clean up the mess because he's not paid by lobbyists and he has no interest and he's not getting bribery kickbacks for access like Biden and what we're seeing going on there. And this is the reason it's really happening, is that there was bad news on the Biden front. So they had to, you know, quickly put a shiny ball up and distract everybody. Same day
that the House Oversight Committee gets to see the FBI whistleblowers 1023 document with a line towards the Bidens with millions of dollars. The same day this indictment comes down on Trump. Very quickly, there's a recording, according to this indictment, there's a recording of Trump. Oral recording, transcribed, could be wrong, who knows? But there's a recording saying that, apparently admitting that he did not declassify the documents as president. Do you think that's going to be problematic?
I think that the defense team will have to address it. I don't understand the context. I haven't heard the tape. Again, when you're making a story, which effectively an indictment is to the public, you pick and choose parts that you want to fit in your storyline. But the defense needs to put up their side. They need to see the evidence. They need to hear this alleged recording and see what the full context was. President Trump is a very smart man. So I highly doubt that this man did anything wrong. I know he knows what declassification is. He has said that he declassified documents. So, you know, they forget the president has the Presidential Records Act. The president is the only person who can declassify documents by himself alone. Nobody else, not Biden, not Clinton, nobody else could do that but him. So I don't really understand how that fits in the context or why it's relevant, but that's something that will have to be fleshed out, and they're going to have to turn over evidence now.
Indeed. And I'll tell you, at the end of the day, folks, intent in jurisprudence matters. That man is not looking to harm the United States or trade state secrets for some sort of remuneration, and that hopefully will come up. Alina Habba, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.